99% of volleyball players make this recruiting mistake. I got recruited to the #2 Division II school in the country because I avoided it, and I'm going to show you how to do it in this video. Now, the mistake is I see players let themselves get forgotten at club tournaments. So I'm going to show you how to make a coach remember you even if they saw hundreds of players. And this is something, by the way, I dive way deeper into inside of my free volleyball recruiting group. You can get everything here on the screen. Click the link below if you want more information on that. All right, so we're going to talk about why most players get forgotten after tournaments. I'm going to talk about how to stand out before, during, and after a game in a tournament. How to get noticed during games, like while you're actually playing in your matches. What to say when you introduce yourself to a coach, because you should be introducing yourself to coaches who watch you play. And how to follow up afterwards so that they actually remember who you are. And then we're going to talk about some common mistakes that make you a forgettable volleyball player. So this is why most players get forgotten after a tournament. Coaches will watch 50 plus players within the 72 hours of a weekend, right? Or if it's a 4-day tournament, then it's even longer. But they just watch 10, 15, 20 players a day for days straight. They're going to all blend together. That's just how it works. So if you don't know what you should be doing and you're not making a conscious effort to stand out, you're going to be forgotten. You're going to be overlooked just because of the sheer volume of players that coaches watch every time they go recruiting. So if you don't do anything memorable, you're going to blend in with every other player that's at the convention center. So this is what you should be doing before, during, and after a game. So before the tournament, email them ahead of time. Ahead of time means 2 weeks before saying, hey coach, I have this tournament, these dates, this location, watch me play. And then if they don't respond, 1 week before saying, hey coach, here's my schedule. I play court 72 at 8 a.m. I play court 49 at 5 p.m., like whatever the schedule is. Email them 2 weeks before and then email them 1 week before. Use a clear subject line so they remember who you are, okay, in your emails. And mention something specific about their program. Now, I talk a lot about emails on this account and in my free recruiting group, so you can check out this video if you want some more detailed help on emails. I'm not going to get into it too much here because I have already videos up about sending emails. All right, so this is how to get noticed during games, like while you're actually playing in your game. Play with energy, communication, and confidence. So these are all controllables, right? Everyone can do this. This is within your control. Play with energy, play with communication, play with confidence. I understand you probably know you should do this, but are you actually doing it is the question. And if you are you doing it every single play, not just when your team is winning or when you're doing well or at the first couple games because you have a lot of energy? Are you doing it the last game of the day? It's your 5th game. It's 10 p.m. because everything's running behind. The coach is still there watching you. Are you still playing with energy? Are you doing it at 8 a.m.? You woke up at 4 a.m. to drive to the tournament. You're not really feeling anything. You're not awake, but you got coach on your court. Are you communicating? Right? So like doing it every single play, not just when you feel like it. Show effort, right? Hustle is what makes you stand out. This is big for liberos, but also just everybody. Like no coach wants a lazy player. Okay. Speaking from experience as a coach, like I don't like coaching lazy kids. So show effort and hustle. That'll make you stand out. And make eye contact with coaches, right? Don't be afraid to like, just be like, hi, as you're on the court playing. Like it doesn't have to be during the game, maybe like during warm-ups, the other team's warming up, you're hanging around, whatever. But like, don't be afraid to catch their eye. Don't like avoid them. Like I understand they're a college coach and it's a big deal and it's really exciting that they come watch you play. But at the same time, like they might be your coach. So you got to be comfortable talking to them. And I'm going to talk about what you should say in a moment here when you do talk to them. And bounce back from mistakes. They will happen. So you are not going to play a perfect tournament or play a perfect game or play a perfect set or play a perfect rally in most cases. And coaches understand this. They know they are going to watch you mess up. They understand that will happen when they come watch you play. It's not the end of the world. It doesn't mean you're not going to get recruited. College volleyball players still make mistakes. Olympic and pro players make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. But it's actually really helpful for coaches to watch you mess up and watch you make mistakes and watch you fail because then they can see how you respond. Because you're going to keep failing as you get into college. You're going to continue to make mistakes. And so it's not so much about like, yes, you're going to try and minimize the amount of mistakes you have, but it's more important to recover quickly and bounce back from those mistakes because you're going to keep making the mistakes as you get to college. They're not just going to go away once you magically sign with the school. So understanding and accepting that you're going to make mistakes and focusing on bouncing back quickly, right? Don't let your energy drop. Don't let your effort drop. Don't have an attitude. Don't talk back to the coach and then give you feedback. Like recover quickly, right? Don't get in your head. Okay. So bounce back from mistakes. They will happen. They're okay. It's normal to make mistakes. You're going to fail when college coaches watch you and they want to see that happen so that they can look and see how you respond to them. All right, so this is what to say when you introduce yourself to a coach. So Again, you should be doing this, right? As much as you can. Obviously, sometimes a coach only has 5 minutes to watch your warm-ups and they got to dip, and that's fine. But whenever you have the opportunity to go in person and say hi to a college coach, you should absolutely make an effort to take it, right? And your coach will understand, like, if you have reffing assignments and you have to ref the second set because you want to go talk to a coach in the first set of your reffing, that's fine. Or, your team's going to have a huddle and it's like, there's a coach right there. Can I have like 30 seconds to go say hi? Like, your coaches are on your side. They will understand, okay? But make an effort to go talk to these coaches. Once you do that, here's what to say. Keep it short, clear, and confident, okay? Coaches, like I said, are going to be looking at 50 plus players. They are going to not have a lot of time to talk. So kind of let them determine the pace and the length of the conversation. Like if they seem like they're not really in a rush and they're able to just kind of chat, then keep chatting with them. But if they seem like they are like in a rush or they mention they have another player they have to go play to, like let them go do that. Let them do the recruiting, but just come and say hi super quickly, okay? Be confident. Okay, this is another thing. I understand it's a college coach. It's a big deal. You're in high school. It's a very exciting and scary and stressful thing to talk to them. I get it, okay? I was in the same position as you. I had my conversations with coaches where I was like, okay, back normal, be cool. If they like you, you're funny, be cool. Like, I had those moments too, okay? I understand it. Just be yourself and be confident, right? That's all you need to do. Be yourself and be confident. If you don't feel like you're confident, pretend that you are. Act like it, okay? Fake it until you feel it. So just introduce yourself, say your name, position, and club. Now, how much information you give when you introduce yourself depends on the context, right? Is this your first time ever meeting the coach, or have you already met in person? Did you email them ahead of time, letting them know? Did they respond? You've been chatting over email or not, right? Did they ever respond to your email? Have you talked on the phone before? So, like, you don't have to say, like, hi, I'm Téa Bishop. I'm an outsider for Absolute Volleyball Club. Like, if they obviously know all those things about you, right? But if they don't, then just say your position in your club. That's all you need to do. Thank them for coming, okay? It means a lot. They do not have a lot of time. They're spread very thin, trying to see all these different recruits at different places and times, and different courts in the tournament. So the fact that they came to see you means a lot, right? So thank them for their time. This is what you can say. Hey, coach. Use their name, right? Please do not just say, hey, coach. Like, use their name. If you don't remember it, write it on your phone, your notes, and you can just hop it open and look really quickly before you walk over to them and talk to them. That's what I always did. But, like, use their name. Don't just say, hey, coach. So, hey, Coach Hoffman, I'm Téa. I emailed you asking to watch me play. Thanks so much for coming out, right? Like, this is kind of like they don't know you very well, like you haven't talked before, they didn't respond to your email, then all of this. If they know who you are, you can just be like, hey, Coach Hoffman, how's it going? And they'll respond, and you're like, cool, thanks for watching me play. I really appreciate it. And then the conversation will go from there, right? And they'll talk about, like, the game and how it went, and do you have any feedback, and I have to run now, or I have some time to chat, like, whatever it is. So, like, just say hi, right? Just say hi, thanks for coming to watch me play. That's really all it is. All right, so this is all before and during the tournament. So now after the tournament, this is how you follow up with coaches so they don't forget about you, right? Because again, 50 plus kids in one weekend, we're all emailing them being like, come watch me play. And then you're talking to, 5, 10, 20 recruits at the same weekend. Like, you're still going to blend in with them even if you do introduce yourself. So afterwards, here's how you follow up, because you want to keep the line of communication open, right? You want to continually have responses going back and forth. It doesn't have to be every day. It's not like a text conversation, but like, you don't want to have weeks and weeks and weeks and months where you never hear from the coach again, right? Or like they come watch you play and you never hear from them again. So continue to follow up with them and talk to them and stuff. So send a thank you message within 24 hours of them watching you play. Text if you have their number, otherwise email. Literally just like, hey, coach, just wanted to say, or say again if you already said it, thank you for watching me play this weekend. I really appreciate you coming out. I had a great time, da-da-da-da, whatever. Say something from your game. Say something that the coach said to you. Say something, like bring up something that happened or that you talked about while you were there. Whether it's like, it was such an exciting game and I can't believe we lost in the 5th set, or, we had a really strong team that we were playing like a high seed and I'm really proud of how our team handled it, or we absolutely smoked the other team and I had a really great opportunity to shine and da-da-da. Like whatever, just say something about the game, right? Be a little bit specific, help them remember the game. Check in about their recruiting needs and next steps. So you may have talked about this if you talked in person, right? This may have been something that's already brought up. So obviously you don't need to ask again if you already talked about it. But if you are still unsure about like, do they really need my position in my class? What's the next thing that I should do with them? Like ask them. Be like, I just want to double check. Like, are you still recruiting, DSs for class of 2025 or 2026 or whatever it is? Like, let me know. And then if they are, that, then you can be like, thanks for watching me play. Here's a key moment from the game, da-da-da-da. I'd love to know what the next steps are. Let me know. Like, can we hop on a call? Is there a camp? You guys have a camp coming up? Like during club season is a good time to ask about camps if you didn't already sign up for your camp or you can't find the camp website stuff. So just ask about the next steps, what you should do next, right? And sometimes they'll just be like, we'll keep in touch. And that's it. And it's very vague and just like, okay, but that's good because they're not saying we don't have a spot for you, right? So sometimes it's a we'll keep in touch. Sometimes it's a let's hop on the phone. Sometimes it's a when's your next tournament. Sometimes it's a, come to our camp. Like whatever it is, like that's all good, right? Even if it's just keep in touch, that's still a good thing. So just ask what the next steps are so that way everyone's on the same page. And bonus points for bringing up something specific you talked about in your IRL combo, okay? When you actually went up in real life and had a conversation with them, mention something that came up, whether it was a funny joke or something you guys laughed about or like somebody ran by doing something weird, you saw someone get clipped next to you or whatever it is, like bring something up from your in-person conversation to, again, just kind of spark their memory and help them remember and also show them that you remember and you actually cared about the conversation, right? Because you're probably going to talk to multiple coaches in the same tournament, so just making sure it's personalized to them, okay? That's a big theme for emails, personalized. So to kind of wrap everything up here, you need to take initiative. Coaches remember players take initiative. Obviously, if you are a standout, like 5-star recruit and you're really, really, really strong, like skills-wise, they will remember you. That's not most recruits. That wasn't me when I was recruiting, okay? I rode the twos teams. We never won any tournaments. We never went to nationals or came close to bidding. Like, I was on mediocre teams playing in mediocre brackets. We were the bronze, silver, aqua, flight 1-2 type of thing. Like, I was never an open. I was an American and national. I'm still playing for the number 2 Division II school in the country, so none of that matters. However, you have to take initiative if you want to stand out, unless you are in that top, 5% of kids who don't. For the rest of us, take initiative, right? Put effort into standing out and setting yourself apart from everyone else. The small details add up, okay? If you mention something specific from your conversation here and you say thank you for watching me here and you talk about a very detailed thing, if you do it consistently, it adds up and it sets the tone and it creates the impression of the coach of wow, this kid seems like she actually cares about me and the conversations we had and she's actually paying attention during them and remembers things from it. It makes a very good, warm, fuzzy feeling for the coach. So every interaction matters. Adding up all these little moments helps. And so if you follow these steps that I just put in, you will not blend in like everyone else because the majority of recruits are not doing this, okay? The majority of recruits are not doing these things. Most people are just waiting for coaches to come find them and not taking initiative and trying to put themselves, set themselves apart from everyone else. So if you do these things, you'll be in a smaller group of kids who are actually doing this, and that's the group of people that get noticed and get recruited, okay? So doing these things, you will not blend in like everyone else. So if you want a deeper dive into this, you can join my free recruiting group. You get all of these things for free. Click the link below. If you want some more help with emails, again, like I said before, you can check out this video here about emails. But other than that, that is everything for this video. See ya.